Halo Infinite's fall update is around the corner, and this time it looks like we're getting something pretty juicy. From the Operation teaser shown today, it's clear that the long-awaited Vestige Carbine will be making its debut in Operation Shadows, starting next week. Since the start of 2025, Halo Infinite has received one big update every 3 months. In the spring update, we saw the arrival of the Furod Spanker. In the summer update, we saw the addition of one of the coolest new weapons in Halo, being the Mutilator. And finally, with the fall update, we are getting the Vestige Carbine, which I have to say looks fucking fantastic. Yes, it goes without saying that this doesn't share the same appearance as the original Covenant Carbine, but it should function the exact same way. I'm so glad the Carbine has retained its classic colour scheme and gone against the banished red and steel that we've seen so much of with Halo Infinite. It looks angry, but still elegant, if that makes sense. The Vestige Carbine looks very similar to the cut gravity rifle from Halo Combat Evolved, and I do have to wonder if that was intentional by Halo Studios. The Carbine was found in Halo Infinite's files back when the game launched. However, when we compare the two designs, we can see quite a lot has changed. So much so that some Halo fans are even wondering if this is actually the Carbine. However, yes, I can confirm that this is the Vestige Carbine thanks to Grunt.api, who has made a post confirming that it will be released alongside Operation Shadows. Now, interestingly enough, it does look like Halo Studios have used parts of the shock rifle to create this weapon. The great thing here is that it looks absolutely nothing like the shock rifle, as opposed to the Furod Spanker looking way too much like the actual Spanker rocket launcher. Just so you guys see what I'm referring to, look at these two images side by side. Granted, the Carbine has been very heavily reworked, but you should be able to see what I'm referring to here. If Halo Studios have used the shock rifle model to create the Carbine, well then fair play, because it is hardly recognisable. If this can be the golden standard going forward, then I don't see why we can't have more weapons like this added up until the next mainline Halo game. I have another image to show you that features the Carbine's weapon icon, which you will see in game when you're using the weapon. I'm not sure if this image is legit, but it certainly looks very similar to the Carbine shown in the video, so I guess time will tell. The teaser trailer for the operation features a Spartan with a jet fighter pilot helmet holding the Vestige Carbine. Now this is making everyone speculate on if we're going to see the return of the Falcon in the fall update, as well as the Carbine. Towards the end of the trailer, you can hear some helicopter noises, but it is very subtle. I'll play it for you now, but I am curious to hear what you think, because this very well could be nothing. I will say it is quite suspicious how they are releasing a fighter pilot helmet as the main helmet for the operation. With that said, I think it's important to keep our expectations in check, as the Vestige Carbine is still enough to get excited about. But holy crap, if we got the Falcon too, that would be the biggest cherry on top. And even though it might be 3 years too late, I'm still glad we are seeing stuff like this get added to the game. I know majority of Halo players and even gamers have moved on, but for those of us still playing Halo Infinite, still caring about the game, this stuff is awesome. Very soon we're going to learn about the future of Halo, including the Halo CE remake and also Halo 7. But it is still great to see Halo Infinite receive a pretty big update every 3 months. And regardless of how the game turned out, I'm glad we are still getting this even in 2025. With all of that said, we'll be learning more about the operation this weekend, so definitely stay tuned. Make sure you guys drop me a sub if you haven't already, as I'll do my best to keep you up to date on everything Halo Infinite, and as I said, very soon we'll be talking about the future of Halo. Thank you everyone for watching, and with that said, have a good one.